Welcome to this video where I'm going to show you how to know that you're taking home a good item that will sell in a good amount of time. Besides wasting your money and having items sit inside of your house, your inventory system, whatever it might be, if you're thrifting for an item, you want to make sure it's worth spending money on. But stick around because I'm gonna show you something that my mentor Tech and Sport showed me, and it is a way where you can spy on what is selling with other sellers around your area. So imagine being able to see what other sellers in your area is buying and getting from the thrift, and you would be able to get it from the thrift yourself, and that way you won't be missing out on good profit. So the first thing first, I'm going to show you how to do it on the laptop. And then later on in the video, it will switch to showing you how to do it on the phone. And fair warning, this is obviously going to be in a it's going to be whatever you call it, long screen, whatever. YouTube, flip your phone horizontally type of viewing. Once it switches to the phone view, it's going to be a vertical, so it might look a little funky. But however, just bear with me. This is going to be a very educational and profitable bit, not business, but profitable video for you. So we're going to jump right into it. Because I see Rock Revival right here, let's imagine you find some Rock Revival jeans. You'll type in what you found. So, for instance, we found Rock Revival men's jeans. You can do Rock Revival jeans men, whichever one. This will pop up. The first thing you want to do is change the condition. So, if you found some Rock Revival jeans that is newer tags, you want to scroll down, hit newer tags, right? But most likely you'll probably find more items that's pre-owned. So we hit pre-owned. And I want you to take a look at this. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to bring up the calculator because the calculator is going to be important for you to find this out. So right now we have 3,300 listed, right? We'll keep that number in our head. And what we want to do to figure out the sell-through rate, well, let me go back a little bit. What a sell-through rate is. Sorry, y'all, I do need to explain this part. And so a sell-through rate is important because eBay shows you the 90-day total, right? They show you 90 days of what have sold, and the sell-through rate will tell you how quick something will sell within that 90 days. So 3 months. So for instance, if we have a sell-through rate that's 100%, that means the item that you just found should virtually, in a perfect world, sell within 3 months. Of course, there's other variables like, photos, style, whether it has any wear or tear, design, stuff like that. There's other variables, but you want to know that your stuff will sell within at least the 90-day total. A lot of my stuff sells within a month, but so that's what a sell through rate is, right? It tells you how quick something will sell. So let's go back. Now let's get back into it. So we type in the name, we hit pre-owned, right? We hit pre-owned. We take note of it's 3,300. That's listed right now. And let's see how much sold. So we're gonna hit sold, and it's 3,400 that's sold. So what we do now is this is just quick math. So the number that's sold, right? So it's 3,400 over or divided by 3,300. That would give us 1.03. So the easiest math is to look at this. I would say if you look at 103, that's 103%, right? And I'm gonna just break it down a little simpler for those who might not have been good at math. The reason why this is 103%, because essentially we have this number that's over top each other. So 3,400 divided by 3,300, we get this number, a decimal. To turn it or to get it into a percentage, we would times it by 100, and that would get us 103%, 103.03%, right? So I want to go back. So you don't have to times it by 100 if you just know. Okay. If you just know, let me type that in real quick again. If you just know that the first three numbers is your percentage, right? Sometimes the one won't be there and it should be just these numbers. So it just be like 3%, right? But anyway, this is 103%. So what that means is that if you have rock revival jeans, it should sell in the perfect world within 90 days. Let's look at another item. And once again, this is important to know um, because, hold on, let me see. Levi's 501. This is important to know because you don't want to get items from a store that's not selling. You don't want to get an item that has a 20% sell through rate. Meaning it's gonna probably, I think based on that math, it takes like a year for that. I don't feel like doing this math because doing the math right now, I'm always confusing myself when I get past 50% sell through rate. Let me say this: if it's a 50% sell through rate, that means that it would take two 90-day periods, right? So let's break that down a little bit. If it's a 100% sell through rate, that means it takes one eBay 90-day period. If it's 50%, that means it's two 90-day periods. I mean, it's going to take 6 months. So if it's 20%, 25%, it's going to take up to around 9 months, 10 months, and so forth to sell. So that's why you want to at least know what your sell through rate is and decide what's good for your business. So let's look at Levi's. And I'm gonna show, and this is gonna be a good point right here. Levi's 501 jeans have 70,000. That's listed, right? Let's remember change it to pre-owned because we just found some pre-owned 501 jeans. That's 5,300. Sorry, 53,000 listed, and we want to go down to sold. 18,000 listed. I mean sold. 18,000 sold. So we want to remember just look at the calculator. We have 18,000. And I'll tell you the truth, I forgot what the other one was. 5,300, right? Okay, 5,300. So divided by, sorry, 53,000. So that gives us remember, you don't have to times it by 100 to figure this out. If it's 0.33, it's 33% sell-through rate. So a 33% sell-through rate would take, and if I can do quick math in my head, it would take around maybe if it's 50%, 20, it would take around maybe 10 to 11 months to sell. Meaning that if you get an item, here's the thing, if you get any normal Levi's 501 jeans, what the numbers are telling us, right? Because the numbers don't lie, it would take us 0.30, sorry, it would take us 33%. Sorry, let me back up. It would take around 11 months to sell. Now, once again, variables do matter, right? Sometimes you can have Levi jeans that just have a different colorway. Maybe it's stonewash. Maybe it's just a cooler look, right? Maybe you might have those things, right? And maybe the variable is that it's vintage. So let's take a look at what vintage Levi's 501 jeans is, right? Because that matters a lot in when it comes to Levi's. People want vintage Levi's 501 jeans. Let's see if the sell-through rate gets any better for us. So remember, we go to pre-owned. So 18,000 listed. And then we have sold 7,900 listed. So we have 7,900. So we take the sold divided by 18. Listen, doing this video and trying to remember these numbers is getting hard for your boy. So we're gonna go, okay, 1,800. So I think it's around a 50% sell-through rate. So 18,000, that's a 0.43% sell-through rate. So that means it should take up to 6 to maybe 7 months to sell vintage Levi's 501 jeans. Now, this is something that might be a little deeper, but this is just simple way to check the sell-through rate. But I know Vintage Levi 501 jeans USA made, right? Because my 501 jeans that I get sell within a day. So we're gonna look at this, right? Um, we're already at used 4,800, right? 4,800 listed right now, and we want to look at the sold 4,800 listed, 2,800, 2,800, and that's gonna be 50% sell through rate. So 58% sell through rate, so that it should take up to 6 months to sell vintage Levi's 501 jeans USA made. So I did that to point out that sometimes when you do better keywords or a deeper keyword, the sell through rate changes because there's different people looking up for different things. There are people looking up Levi's 501 jeans, right? There was a lot of them, right? If you remember, there's less people, but still a good amount looking up vintage Levi's 501 jeans, right? And it gave us a better sell-through rate. And then there's less people who's typing in vintage Levi's 501 jeans USA made, but it still gave us a better sell-through rate. And it essentially can increase how quick you can sell your Levi jeans. Now, of course, only use USA made if they're actually USA made jeans. Um, and let's take a look at my what I just sold orders, all orders. I just sold two Levi jeans within um a day. They sold within a day. So my keywords: vintage Levi's 501 jeans, blue denim fly. And sometimes it does matter about your account. So this is the variable part, right? I am a top rated seller. I have good photos. So I have a lot of things going for me, right? And then I also had a good size, 39, 30. 29, 29 is a good size. So stuff like that does matter when it comes to selling your jeans or just, sorry, selling any item. Um, but I want to go ahead and show you the next part on the phone. So we're gonna bring up the phone. Okay, so we just switched to the phone. So I want to show you how to do it on the phone. On the phone is where I do it most of the time anyway. You will also do it too, but the same thing that happens on the desktop carries over to the phone. So let's look at what we already looked at earlier. Rock Revival Jeans Men. We'll hit filter right here. Condition, pre-owned. So what we'll do is we'll look at the number down here. It says show 3,400 results. Remember that number. And you just go to sold and 3,400. It's so funny how the number is different than what's showed on the computer. But what we'll do is we'll bring up the calculator. 3,400 divided up, and we know what the number 3,400 it equals 1, which is 100% sell-through rate. So meaning that the Rock Revival jeans should sell in 90 days in a perfect world. Let's do one more example. So let's say we found Ralph Lauren. Like a lot of people pick up Ralph Lauren. I'm gonna show you this Ralph Lauren shirt men, right? I want to show you this real quick. So condition, pre-owned, it's a lot, y'all. It's a lot. It's a lot. 190,000 sold is 61,000. So 61,000 divided by 190,000 is a 32% sell-through rate. That's not a good sell-through rate for my business. It might be for you. That's going to take up to 11 months to sell, maybe a year. But there's things in Ralph Lauren that sells quicker. For instance, I just sold a Ralph Lauren silk. It was silk and linen shirt. Ralph Lauren silk and linen shirt. You can see our number right here decreased to 712 results. Change to pre-owned. It's 650. That's currently listed. We go down to sold. It's 1,000 currently sold. So
1,000 sold divided by, I think it was 630 listed. So that's a 1.58, which is 158% sell-through rate, meaning that it was sold probably in a month and a half based on that. So it should take a month to 2 months to sew a Ralph Lauren silk linen shirt. So I just want to show you that part because once again, um, I think I talked about the Levi jeans before this video. I mean, before this part, or it might be after this part. But when we talk about the Levi jeans, Levi's 501 jeans have a terrible sell-through rate. But when you put vintage, the sell-through rate get better. And you put vintage and USA made, the sell-through rates get even better. Same thing for a lot of brands. If you have a model for a brand, type in the model to see if the sell-through rate increase. If you have jeans that's boot cut, put boot cut in it. The sell-through rate might increase. So don't just look at just the brand. Sometimes you have to put the keyword in, to kind of more define the search. So that way you can know what people are actually searching for and what people are buying, right? So we'll go back into the video to the next part.
Okay, so now we are back. Um, just showed you how to do it on the phone. It's the same thing. You want to look up the how much is listed, right? And you want to look at how much is sold. And you want to take how much is sold and divide it by how much is listed, and that will get you your sell-through rate. For me, for my business, I don't pick up anything lower than a 50% sell-through rate. It's 50% or higher. If it's 50% sell-through rate, it has to be something that's worth me picking up, meaning that it's going to make me a lot of money, or it's going to, um, or it's a good colorway, just a cool design, uh, so that way it can sell quicker than 6 months. So the next thing, so like I said, just because you stayed at the end of the video to watch this, I'm gonna show you something that has pretty much just made things so much better in my business. Finding good items that other sellers around Oklahoma, around where I live at, grab. So it lets me know what they're grabbing so I can grab it for myself. But you need to know what the sell through rate and how to look up the sell through rate before learning this. So we're going to type in something that's broad, men's shirt, right? Oh, that's not what I wanted, but men's shirts. So we're going to go broad. And this is called the zip code search. So men's shirt, we want to go down to pre-owned. So pretty much do how we do in the beginning, pre-owned, and then we want to look for, here we go, item location is item location. Item location, go to within. Right? We actually want to change within. I should have clicked it. Hold on. I already got my zip code in. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna go within. I'm gonna do it again. Okay, within, I'm gonna click the 25. So I'm gonna do within 50 miles. Put your zip code in, hit apply. So now this is gonna show us everything that's in the area where you live at, or obviously where I live at. So this is every seller right now who has something listed that's close or 50 miles away from where I live at. But what you want to do is you want to look at the sold items. So now this shows us every item a seller that is 50 miles away from me is selling. So this allows me to figure out what items that I don't know about that they know about. So for instance, let's look at something that I never heard of. Monty Python. Hold on, sorry. Let me do one more thing. There's something that, so for me, I need to make at least $20 profit on each item I sell. So the thing that I do, now this is up to you. I put in the minimum. I need to make a minimum of 20 bucks, so my item needs to at least be 35 or above sale price. And then I actually want to put a max of 200. because anything above 200 is probably like a very rare vintage shirt. And for me, I sort from high to low. Wranglers actually is a easy find here in well, Brush Poppers in Oklahoma. So I never heard of Royal Bamboo. So we're gonna click on this. So Royal Bamboo, the Royal Bamboo. So we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna see the tag real quick. So lets me. So right now I'm doing a little research. I get to see the tag, see what obviously this by itself just stands out, but what if there's just a tag that I see? I want to know what the tag looks like, but then I also want to make sure I'm not wasting my time. So let's see what's the sell-through rate on this. So the same thing we did before, the Royal Bamboo shirts. Actually, we're gonna go back. I don't want to mess up that. We're gonna duplicate this, do a hard reset. Okay, the Royal Bamboo shirt. And this is, once again, this is not the zip code. This is not in my area. This is just me typing it in. We want to hit pre-owned. If my, okay, used. Look at some new ones. So used, 6 used. And let's see how many sold. 2. So it's it's not the best thing, right? Um, it's a 33% sell-through rate. So if I can find it, would I pick it up? Yes. Only because the price on it is super high. Now, if it was something else, well, they sold a lot. Interesting that they didn't show us these things right here. Oh, hold on. Bamboo loud, Finch's bamboo. Sorry, bamboo. I've been saying bamboo the whole time. Okay, hold up. Um, we're gonna type this in. Bamboo shirt. Okay. All right. 395. We got pre-owned 400. 395 for pre-owned. Clear it. So we got pre-owned. Okay. So we just had 395. The sell-through rate is not that good on just the bamboo. That's the type of vintage. Okay. Let's see. Okay. 613. So hit use, remember? So it's 503 listed right now and sold 233, 223, sorry, 223, 503. So that gives us a 44% sell-through rate. Once again, is not the best. Um, and it's showing us hats also. So you gotta be careful of that. So it's not the best sell-through rate, but if you find something that's like this, so because someone in my, so the whole point of this is this, because somebody in my area found one like this, that means I can find something like that, right? Now, I then use my sell-through rate. Uh, I figure out the sell-through rate to figure out if it's worth me getting, if it's worth me picking up. Based on the price, it is worth me picking up. But let's take a look at something else that's not in a $100 range. Maybe we want to find something that's a little lower. All right, $50. $50 isn't bad. Let's see if we can find one more thing. And we're gonna end the video pretty soon because I didn't want to make it too long for y'all. This is cool. Dragon Ball Z. Uh, aliens. Don't know what's going on there. Vintage. Oh, Sooners. Interesting. All Saints Hawaiian. Let's do All Saints. So we found a new item here that we don't know nothing about. All Saints. Look at the tag. I don't know if that's supposed to be spaced or not, but you look at that tag. So we can kind of have an idea what to find inside the thrift store. All Saints shirt, men. Okay. So pre-owned, remember? So we got pre-owned 2200, and then we'll look at the sold items 836. So 836 divided by 2200. So that gives us a 38% sell-through rate. Would I pick it up? No. Even though this has a, some, it hits my metrics on items that's going to at least make me a $20 profit, which is good. But it doesn't hit my 50% and above metrics of sell-through rate. The reason why I would not pick it up is because I can get it and make $20, but it's going to take me 6 months to make that $20. More than 6 months. And if it's going to take me more than 6 months to make that $20, I might as well find an item that's going to sell in less time and just spend that same $5 that I would normally spend on a shirt on an item that would sell quicker and make me 20 bucks sooner, than, you know, grab something that's gonna sit for 6 months or so. So yeah, hope that makes sense. If it didn't make sense, comment down below and I'll redo the video, explain it even more. If you have any questions, let me know. But I at least wanted to make sure you had the tools that you needed to go out, find items, make sure it's an item that's worth getting for your business, but also so your money is put into the right place where it can multiply quicker than sit for a long time. So, I thank you for watching the video. I pray y'all continue to have a blessed day and pray the Lord blesses your business. Peace.